Hello, and welcome, my friends. Today we are going to explore something that can truly change the way you understand English. Not just by studying rules or memorizing vocabulary, but by learning in a natural and powerful way through stories. Because many learners spend years trying to learn English, but still feel lost when they listen. They know words, they understand grammar, but when they hear real English, everything sounds too fast, too unclear, too confusing. And this is exactly what happened to a young man named David. David wanted to speak English fluently. He was very motivated. He studied every day. He wrote notes, he memorized lists of words, he practiced grammar exercises. And for a long time he believed he was improving. But one day, something surprising happened. He met a person who spoke English. And when they started talking, David could not understand much. He felt nervous, he felt embarrassed, and he started to doubt himself. He asked himself, why am I studying so much, but still not understanding real English? And this is a very important question, because many learners face the same problem. They learn English in a traditional way, but they do not train their ears to understand natural speech. And this is where the real change begins. Because learning English is not only about knowing words, it is about recognizing sounds, patterns, and flow. Now let us go back to David. After that experience, he felt disappointed, but he did not give up. Instead, he decided to change his method. And this decision changed everything. Instead of focusing only on books, he started listening to simple English stories every day. At first, it was difficult. He did not understand everything. Sometimes he understood only a few words. Sometimes he felt confused. But he continued. And this is very important. He continued even when it was not easy, because progress does not happen immediately. It happens slowly, step by step, day after day. And something interesting started to happen. After a few days, his brain started recognizing familiar words. After a few weeks, he could understand simple sentences. And after some time, he could follow full stories without stopping. And this is the power of repetition and context. Because when you hear words inside a story, your brain connects meaning naturally. You do not need to translate everything. You start understanding directly. And this is exactly what happened to David. He was no longer translating in his head. He was understanding naturally. And his confidence started to grow. And this is another important point. Confidence comes from understanding, not from memorization. Now let us go deeper. Why are stories so powerful for learning English? First, stories give context, and context helps your brain understand meaning without effort. Second, stories repeat important words naturally, and repetition helps memory. Third, stories are interesting. And when something is interesting, your brain pays attention. And when your brain pays attention, learning becomes stronger. Now, think about David again. Before he used stories, he felt tired when he studied. He felt bored, he felt frustrated. But after he started using stories, learning became easier, more enjoyable, and more effective. And this is something you must understand. Learning should not always feel difficult. When you use the right method, learning can feel natural. Now here is something very important. Do not try to understand everything. Many learners make this mistake. They stop every second. They try to translate every word, and this breaks the flow. Instead, you must relax and follow the general meaning, just like David did. He did not understand everything at the beginning, but he continued listening, and with time, his understanding improved naturally. Now, let me give you a simple method that you can use starting today. First, choose a simple story. Something clear, something not too fast. Second, listen without stopping. Do not pause. Do not translate. Just listen. Third, listen again. This time try to catch more words. Fourth, repeat the same story multiple times, because repetition is the key to improvement. And finally, try to repeat some sentences aloud. This will help your speaking. And this is exactly what David did.
Every day he followed this method. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, sometimes more, but always consistent. And after some time, his listening improved, his speaking improved, and most importantly, his confidence improved. And one day, he met another person, and this time, something was different. He understood more. He responded better. He felt more relaxed. And in that moment, he realized something powerful. Real progress comes from practice, not from perfection. And if you are listening to this right now, maybe you feel like David. Maybe you are studying, but not seeing results. Maybe you feel frustrated. Maybe you feel stuck. But listen carefully. Your situation can change. Your English can improve.
And as you continue on this journey, something important will begin to happen inside you. Something you may not notice immediately, but something that is growing every single day. Your brain is adapting. Your ears are becoming sharper. Your mind is becoming more familiar with the sounds of English. And little by little, what once felt difficult will start to feel easier. What once felt confusing will start to feel clearer. And what once felt impossible will start to feel natural. And this is exactly what happened to David. Because at the beginning, he struggled to understand even simple sentences. He had to focus very hard. He had to listen again and again. And sometimes he felt tired. Sometimes he felt like stopping. But he did not stop. He continued. And this is the key. He continued. Even when progress was slow, even when results were not visible, he trusted the process. And over time, his understanding improved without force, without stress, without frustration. And this is something you must remember. Learning English should not feel like a constant fight. It should feel like a process of growth, a process of discovery, a process where you allow your brain to learn naturally. And one day, David noticed something surprising. He was listening to a story, just like he always did. But this time, he understood almost everything. He did not translate. He did not stop. He simply listened and understood. And in that moment, he realized that all his effort, all his repetition, all his patience had created a real change. And this is the moment you are working toward. The moment where English stops being a problem and starts becoming something natural, something comfortable, something you can use without fear. And this is why you must stay consistent. Because consistency builds familiarity, and familiarity builds confidence, and confidence builds fluency. And when these things come together, your English transforms not suddenly, but steadily, not loudly, but quietly. And as you continue listening now, do not rush. Do not pressure yourself. Simply follow the sound. Let the words come to you. Let the meaning appear naturally. And trust that every minute you spend listening is building something inside you. Something strong, something lasting, something real. And the more you continue, the more you will notice small changes. You will recognize words faster. You will understand sentences more easily. You will feel more relaxed when you hear English. And this relaxation is very important. Because when your mind is calm, learning becomes more effective. And when learning becomes more effective, progress becomes faster. And so, your only mission is simple. Listen, repeat, stay patient, and continue. Because step by step, day by day, you are not only learning English, you are transforming the way you understand, the way you listen, and the way you communicate. And that transformation, even if it is slow, is powerful. And it will stay with you for life. And now as you continue learning and improving, there's something very important that you must understand deeply. Because many learners reach a point where they feel stuck again. Not because they are not improving, but because they are not using the right strategy to move to the next level. And this is exactly what happened to David after some time. Because even though his listening improved, even though he could understand more stories, he noticed that his speaking was still not as natural as he wanted. He could speak, he could express ideas, but something was missing. His speech did not flow smoothly. His pronunciation was not always clear. And sometimes he still felt a lack of confidence when speaking with others. And this is a very common situation. Many learners improve in one area, but feel limited in another. And this is where the next method becomes extremely powerful. Because improving your English is not about one skill. It is about combining listening, speaking, and repetition in a smart and natural way. And this is when David discovered something called active listening and repetition, not passive listening, but active listening. And this changed everything for him. Because before, he was only listening to stories. But now, he started listening with attention. He started noticing how words were pronounced, how sentences were connected, how the voice moved, and this awareness made a big difference. Because when you listen carefully, your brain starts recognizing patterns more clearly. And when your brain recognizes patterns, your speaking improves naturally. Now, let me explain this in a simple way. When you listen to a sentence like, "I am going to call you later," many learners hear it word by word. But native speakers do not speak like that. They connect the words. They say something like, "I'm gonna call you later." And if you do not train your ear to recognize this, you will always feel confused. And this is why active listening is important. Because it helps you understand real English, not textbook English. Now let us go back to David. Every day, he started doing a simple exercise. He listened to a short sentence, then he repeated it out loud, slowly at first, then more naturally. And he did this again and again. And something interesting started to happen. His mouth began to adapt, his pronunciation became clearer, his speech became smoother, and his confidence started to grow again. And this shows something very important. Speaking is not only mental, it is physical. It depends on how your mouth moves, how your tongue positions itself, how your voice flows. And the only way to improve this is through repetition. Not just thinking, not just understanding, but doing, repeating, practicing again and again. And now you may ask, how can I do this effectively? And the answer is simple. Choose short sentences, listen carefully, repeat slowly, then repeat naturally. And do this multiple times, not once, not twice, but many times, because repetition creates familiarity, and familiarity creates confidence, and confidence creates fluency. And this is the process that David followed every day, not perfectly, but consistently. And that is what made the difference. And as he continued this method, he noticed that speaking became easier, words came more naturally, sentences flowed more smoothly, and he no longer needed to think too much before speaking. And this is the goal, to reach a point where English feels natural, where you do not struggle to form sentences, where you can express yourself with ease. And this happens through practice, through patience, through repetition. And as you continue now, listening to this, I want you to stay relaxed, stay focused, and remember that every sound you hear is helping your brain. Every sentence is training your ear. Every repetition is building your confidence. And even if progress feels slow, even if results are not immediate, improvement is happening, step by step, moment by moment. And if you stay consistent, if you continue using these methods, you will reach a point where English is no longer difficult, but natural, no longer stressful, but comfortable, no longer something you fear, but something you enjoy. And that is the transformation you are building right now, quietly, steadily.